Welcome, FNusa57 here. I'm back on my Xbox One, and today I am bringing you yet another achievement guide. So this video is going to be for the Let's Try That One Again, Shall We achievement. It is also one of the only secret achievements part of Operation 4, so it will be a little bit of a spoiler, but some people may already have figured it out. Anyways, what you have to do for this one is your team must be revived in the med bay. The med bay is a new feature on certain Operation 4 maps. So far, the only one that I have actually run into it on is the map The Malfunction. I must preference that by keep in mind it does not work on Iron Man difficulty. So if the Iron Man modifier is on, then the med bay is actually pointless. Including I've had it glitch out where we couldn't end the match because it tried to respawn us in the med bay but didn't since the modifier was active. So basically it's really simple, and I don't know why they made it a secret achievement, but all you have to do is be respawned in the med bay. You can do this by yourself or you can do this as a team. Like I said earlier, just make sure that the Iron Man modifier is not on, and you're pretty much good on that one. So I'm going to play Paddock here and show you where the actual med bay is. It's a very simple process. Once you find the med bay, all you need to do is press X to activate it, pretty much as if you were activating like a Venom fan or opening a door. After that, if your team wipes, basically if everybody goes down or is dead, then you will be revived inside that med bay area and you'll pop a nice new achievement. Now this will be a little bit longer than if I was running with a team, because right now I'm running by myself, but the med bay on this map is located in the second section, so don't worry if you're not familiar with where it is. And you have plenty of ammo. It would actually probably be a little bit easier to run this. Well, definitely it would be a lot easier with a Kate, but Paddock can do pretty well if you have his cards leveled up. And that's why I'm running that particular character, because I can simply execute the rejects, gain stim and damage resistance, plus reduce the time on my ult. You can pick up some weapons if you wanted to run like a Kate. You could run a Kate because there's Nashers and everything, and there's plenty of ammo on this map, so don't worry about that. The only thing that I'm trying to do, though, is get this achievement, so just bear with me while we make our way over to the second section of the map. It'll probably take a few minutes to do. If you wished to fast forward, you could do so, but that's entirely up to you. You can sneak past pretty much all of these rejects if you walk slowly. So for those players who may not have played this hive yet, or simply don't have high level cards but want the achievement, this is one of the easiest ways to get it. My one card does not seem to be working. Okay, well, it is on. That's a bug that exists in the game at the moment. Sometimes your skill cards, while you'll have them equipped, they'll actually get unequipped. So if something doesn't seem like it's working, just keep that in mind, that could happen. But you have plenty of time to go through. Like I mentioned, if you had a Kate, even with low level bleed, it makes this section a lot easier. Or you could run Cole through this section. There is a Venom fan here for those people who may not have earned the previous achievement where you actually had to use a Venom fan. Then you could get that achievement there too if you wanted. And if you wish to escape the map in its entirety, then you could get the achievement if you're playing as Paddock for escaping a hive as Paddock. So there's more than a couple achievements that you could get if you wish. You do have to deal with a lot of shepherds, and you have to deal with a lot of dead eyes. So just take your time, and then you'll be able to tear through them eventually. I have the cards equipped currently for Paddock that basically make it as easy as possible. In this beginning area, there's not a lot of stuff that you can execute, since most of it that you're fighting is all robots. You could also run Paddock's Lifeline card if you wanted to, but simply running Intimidation, Menace, Phase, Nomad Armor, cards like that, that's currently what I'm running at the moment. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. We made it to the safe room now. Obviously, this would act as your normal respawn point. But if you have the med bay, it pretty much allows you a do-over, so to speak. It is a one-time use thing. And on this particular map, it's located pretty far towards the end. Like I said, it did not work when I ran this map on Master difficulty because of the Iron Man modifier. But it's entirely possible that it would work without that Iron Man modifier being on. I just never decided to rerun the map. So, other than going for the achievement, that is. And there's plenty of ammo on this map. That's why Kate works so well. I grabbed the retro so I can do an execution if I need to. You will get a lot of enemies, so don't be afraid to back up. This is one of the harder sections to go through solo, especially as a character that doesn't get the bonus shotgun damage, and the bleed, most importantly. Paddock does have a card that gives you bonus Gnasher damage if you have that one equipped. As I mentioned, I'm running more of a Stim Fear build. Alright, so once we get past that, you do have to kind of pick up the pace a little bit or you won't have that much time. Depending on the difficulty that you're playing on, of course. Once again, you do have plenty of ammo, so don't really worry about that. Ammo hardly ever will be a thing on this map. Once again, if you take your time, we don't have all the time in the world, but we do have enough time to kind of sneak up on some of these enemies and make use of Paddock's ability here. having that stim after all is super helpful. And we're getting really close to where we need to be. So I'm just gonna hit the Venom Fan real quick. That gives you another minute to deal with enemies at a casual pace. As you can see, applying those headshots helps out quite a bit. Now, this med bay is pretty darn hard to miss. The big old sign that says medical bay and it says inactive on it. So all you want to do is run up to this switch right here, and then the sign will change to blue, and you get that pop-up medical bay activated. If the whole team wipes, you'll be revived at the medical bay. So for our next step in the achievement, all we need to do is go down. Since I'm the only person on the team, that really won't be that hard of a task. Possibly on this difficulty, it might be a little bit harder to do. Only because I have Nomad armor on. But since we're only here for the purposes of the achievement, go ahead and let the Shepherd have his way. And you will go ahead and respawn right here in the med bay. And pop your shiny new achievement. Let's try that one again, shall we? So all 3 people on the team do need to be down or dead in order to get the respawn to trigger, and it will not work with the Iron Man modifier active. It is a 5 gamer score achievement and currently has less than a 0.7% unlock rate at the time of recording. I do really hope that the video helped you out. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I will always do my best to assist you. And if the video did help, then please assist me by liking and sharing it, as that greatly helps me out with the searchability of videos here on YouTube. Until next time, stay frosty.